Hello INFJs, the name is Erik Thor, and in this video we are gonna talk about INFJ flow patterns. What I mean here is, how can an INFJ maintain a healthy sense of motivation, a sense that what you do is important, that you are doing something that you like? How can an INFJ make sure that they find interest and fascination in what they do? What does an INFJ do to maintain and reduce stress? What does an INFJ do to make sure that they can remain centered and that they don't get caught up in worry or concern or neuroticism? INFJs have a set few flow patterns, and a flow pattern is kind of a pattern of behavior that you engage in order to increase your motivation, reduce your stress, and to reduce your anxiety. A flow pattern is a sense that you're doing something that is natural for you, effortless for you, positive for you. When you are in tune with your inner flow, when you are kind of dancing with your core intelligences, your core strongest ways of being. And an INFJ has 6 in total flow patterns. The first of these flow patterns is the NF pattern, the Idealist pattern. The second pattern is the leader pattern, the introverted judging pattern. The third pattern is the intuitive judging pattern, the monk pattern. The fourth is the intuitive introvert pattern, the IN pattern. The fifth pattern is the feeling judging pattern, the messenger pattern. And finally, the sixth is the feeling introvert pattern, the intrapersonal pattern. INFJs are, first of all, idealists, and that is a very important thing to be as an INFJ. If you stop being an idealist as an INFJ, you lose your flow, you're snapping out of it. You're starting to feel like taken over by realist concerns, by pragmatic concerns, by rational concerns. And your rational concerns become critical and pessimistic in their nature, and that is something that can damage an INFJ in the long term. Perhaps it can give positive things in the short term, but if it takes you over and starts gripping your priorities, that means you won't find your way into that flow that you seek. And as an NF, the key to flow is being able to walk your own way in life, being able to move your own way regardless of what other people think, being able to walk towards a cause that you find valuable, being able to make a difference in the world, being able to do something good to the world, being able to feel connected to humanity or to animals or to nature, being able to feel like you are gaining insight and wisdom, being able to feel like you have come in contact with some kind of flow or natural way of life, some natural order, and that you are feeling at peace in this flow. INFJs, beyond being NFs, are leaders, introverted judging types, and the introverted judging types find their flow by avoiding distraction. INFJs find their flow by finding their own inner goal, what they want, what they desire, what they envision, and being able to move towards and organize their life and their decisions to make sure that they can get towards this goal. INFJs are at their best when they are able to focus on their dream, when they are able to move towards what they want without getting distracted, without getting caught up in whatever is happening in the moment. When they are able to hold on to themselves and their goal, even if the environment is trying to pressure them not to. And if the INFJ feels rewarded for being able to hold on to this goal, if their goal turns out to be valuable or important in the end. INFJs also find flow by being intuitive judging types, by being big picture thinkers, by synthesizing. The monk pattern is all about that state of meditation, mental self-control, being able to organize your thoughts, being able to kind of see the bigger picture of everything, being able to see the world and everything around you as a big system, and being able to feel or experience that you have a sense of this bigger system. Being able to make sure that all your ideas are coherent with one another, that all your thoughts lead on to one another, and that they are all a part of this big system. INFJs also find flow by being messengers, feeling judging types, by speaking out for a higher cause, by acting for a higher belief system that you have formed, by being able to maintain a coherent belief system, a coherent moral system, where all your morals fit together, where everything you say and do matches your actions and words, when you are able to do what you want without feeling like a hypocrite, when you are able to make sure that you not only believe in your actions but also act on them, when you're ready to speak out for something you believe in, even if the situation or the people around you won't like it. INFJs also find flow in being intuitive introverts, by being philosophers, by thinking about what their bigger mission is, by thinking about the more complex systems around them, by envisioning the future, by seeing and speculating and studying the future, by being able to predict what's going to happen in the next 5 years, by being able to learn from this vision of the next 5 years, by being able to see yourself in the future, and by being able to learn from what it is you see and observe in the future. INFJs also benefit from being in the feeling introvert pattern. And in the feeling introvert pattern, it's all about intrapersonal intelligence. It's about self-reflection. INFJs find flow through coming to greater understanding about themselves, through understanding and learning things about themselves that they didn't know before, through realizing things that they hadn't seen before, through understanding things that they hadn't seen before, through coming to accept who you are and to see and understand yourself from the bigger perspective, in greater nuance, in greater depth. And these are the INFJ flow patterns. So, are you in a state of flow right now? What do you do when you are in a state of flow as an INFJ? How do you maintain this state of flow when you're in it? How do you make sure you don't get caught up in all the other things? That's my question for you today, and if you enjoyed this video,